class here, I was did terrible. It was so bad. But yeah, you just gotta do it. Just gotta do it.
I agree.
Nike sponsor me.
So won't you say my name, say my name. Hey guys, it's Hannah. Welcome back to another episode of Choreo Culture. I just got out of a fantastic class here at Artistic Dance Studio, taught by Movement Specialist alumni Brandon Olegario.
Hello.
Hi Brandon, how are you today?
I'm great, Hannah. How are you?
I'm doing good. Welcome to Choreo Culture. It's a show talking about choreographers and their dance journey. It's not always about the steps. Every choreographer has a unique path to get to where they are today. So Brandon, how long have you been dancing?
I started here at this studio about like 8 years ago.
Nice. Who is your biggest inspiration in the dance community and why?
In the dance community, there's a lot of people that I follow right now. A lot of choreographers, a lot of freestylers, so I wouldn't like pinpoint a specific person. There's a lot of people I look up to, like Caitlin Watson, Shonda Risto, Brian Fuspos, Ian Eastwood, even like Brian Friedman. It's pretty like wide, and there's a lot of freestylers that I look up to also. So I wouldn't say there's like a specific dancer, but I definitely am inspired by a lot of people.
Nice. What do you hope to share throughout your teachings in the dance community?
I think I wouldn't call myself like a hip hop dancer. I guess I'm more like urban because my style isn't very traditionally hip hop. But I think a lot of like of this style of dancing, there's like a kind of like a stereotype that like you have to be like kind of tough. And I like the idea of being vulnerable, and I want people to be okay with like being vulnerable, even if it's not like a traditional style of where you're vulnerable. So that whether that be like an urban style of dancing, when contemporary normally is, but yeah, I want people to like feel something at the end of my classes. I don't want them to feel like they just learned choreo. I don't want it to just be steps. I want it to be like a lesson.
Nice.
Thanks.
What is your takes on the effects of social media on the dance world?
I think it's a really great thing. I think a lot of choreographers and like dancers are able to like spread their word like way more than it wasn't like in the past. The dance community definitely was big back in the day, but it's so much bigger now because it reaches such a broader audience now. I think it's a good thing. It also makes everything more competitive, so it makes everybody work a lot harder, which is a good thing.
Do you have any negative visions on social media?
When it comes to social media, I think people like tend to compare themselves, and sometimes they'll throw people off of like maybe not wanting to dance because they're intimidated by so many great dancers. I think that's like the only thing, but I think comes down when it comes to the social media in general. I think it's a great platform for dancing.
Going back on the topic of social media, what is your take on the effects of copyright on social media?
Copyright is unnecessary because I feel like a lot of people might like abuse it or just put it like in the background of something that like really isn't necessary. But at the end of the day, especially for like dancers, it's like free publicity and like free advertisement for those companies and for that artist. Like regardless of like, I think the owning the rights, it's a lot to own the rights of a song, and there's a lot of songs that don't have copyright issues, but there are a lot of companies that do that makes dancers who like work like day and night making like a video, and then they try to post it and then they can't even use any of it. So yeah, I think it's a pretty big problem in the dance community.
Yeah, especially on Instagram, I notice a lot of dancers have to put the "I do not own the rights to this music" on every caption, which gets annoying sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. I've had like, I want to say probably like 10 videos taken down on Instagram, probably in the last like 3 months. That I've had like in the past, but they just taken down because they found some copyright issues in them or whatever. But yeah.
Bad stuff.
Bad stuff.
So Brandon, what are some of your future goals in dance?
When it comes to dance, I don't have any specific goal right now. I just really enjoy teaching, and I want to teach more. Outside of that, when it comes to like booking jobs or anything like that, it's not something I'm really interested in yet. Right now, I wanna teach. I wanna take classes, and I wanna grow as a dancer. I feel like there's a lot I can learn. There's a lot of foundation. There's a lot of other styles that I could go into. So it seems the possibilities are endless when it comes to dancing. So I can't pick one basically. So yeah.
That's a great mindset.
Thanks.
So, what is your favorite commercial move of all time and why?
Commercial move?
Yeah.
Oh, like dance move? I like the whoa. It's pretty nice.
That's pretty cute.
It feels pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? You can throw it up there and catch it.
Yeah, you can like do everything with the whoa.
You
You
can do anything. You can hit it and let it sit there for a second.
hit him with the shoulder.
Yeah, it's my favorite commercial dance move right now.
I'd have to. I'd have to agree with you on that one. If you had to choose a class to be called out in, which class would you choose and why?
Like choreographer?
Mm-hmm.
It would have to be like something that I feel like I'm not that great at. It would be like a foundational class, whether that be like popping or house or something like that. Like I feel like those are like styles that I'm training in more now, and I feel like, as like weird as it sounds, but like if I get called out in a class like that, it's like a sense of validation that like my like work is going somewhere. So yeah.
Nice.
Thanks.
You're welcome. What is your best advice that you could give to any upcoming dancer or someone who just wants to try dance?
Just to do it. I feel like, especially now, a lot of people are intimidated to get into the dance scene because it's so vast and there's so many great people. But you just have to start, and like I promise you, you won't regret it. It's an amazing thing.
Gotta start somewhere.
Exactly.
We all started somewhere.
Rough. If like my first class here, I did terrible. It was so bad, but yeah, you just gotta do it.
I agree.
Nike sponsor me.
What effect did being a part of Movement Specialists have on your life?
Oh, it had a huge effect on my life. I probably wouldn't be dancing right now, and if I were to be dancing, I would have started so much later. The family that Keith and Marisa like set up for me was like my foundation of like literally everything that I knew. Obviously, like when I moved out and stuff, there's like stuff that like I learned outside of that, but without them, I don't think I would have been able to like even have the courage to like do that. They were like so welcoming. They gave me like my first teaching opportunity. They put me on movement specialist and that was like a huge thing for me. I remember like almost crying when I found out because I was like, oh my god, like I think I want to dance now. Like,
yeah.
When I was very much like scared. I was scared to just do it. And talking to Keith, he was like, just do it, just come on, just take the classes. And then when I got into movement specialist, I was like, I felt that sense of validation again, that I was like what I was working towards and I was getting better. So yeah, movement specialist is like my family, and it's my base for everything.
I love here at ADS. Today, we're trying a new segment out here on Choreo Culture where we ask the choreographer their opinions on a few things. Would you like to try it out, Brandon?
Sure.
All right. So the first one is New York or California?
California.
Cardio or weights?
Weights.
Nike or Adidas?
Used to be Adidas, but now it's Nike.
Oh, we switched it up here, kids. Hip hop, R&B, trap, or reggae?
R&B.
Me too. Would you rather have 40 people in a class that you're teaching or 5?
5. It's more intimate.
That's nice. Yeah, I like that too. I feel like it's definitely more of a connection between choreographer and dancer.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, can a person fake technique?
No. I think there is a fake it till you make it kind of thing, and I think people can win with that. But I don't want to get anybody's bad side, so I'm gonna say no.
Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks?
Dunkin'.
Oh yes. No white girl swag.
I used to work there.
Oh wow. Drake. Drake or Chris Brown?
Ooh. Depends on my mood. I'm kind of sea breezy.
Sea breezy. Now, last one. Keith Silva or Marisa Tavano?
Oh. Man.
Cut.
I mean, wow. I really have to answer this question?
No. No.
Okay.
That was just a joke. We threw it in there.
Okay.
He's stressed. At the end of Choreo Culture, we now like to ask you an in-look on your life. What's going on right now?
Right now I'm just working a lot and just work and rehearsals. I try to take classes here and there when I have the time to, but I'm an X-ray tech at Brigham Women's Hospital. So I take X-rays and stuff. As of right now, I'm on NA, which is a Boston-based team, and I'm also on Sad Boys Club, which is another Boston-based team. So yeah, and there's a lot of crews that I've been on that I owe my training to, including Moon Specialists, Crewnex, and Inc. I just want to shout them out real quick because that's my people. But yeah, other than that, I'm just living life, kind of going through the motions, sometimes not going through the motions. I just got a lizard. I got a bearded dragon the other day.
Nuh-uh.
Like last week, I had like this weird thing where I was just like doing impulsive decisions. So
Yes.
like 2 weeks ago, I got my ears. I got these 2 ears pierced. These 2 ear piercings. And then 2 days later, I got a lizard because I was just like, I want.
Bro, let's just get a lizard.
Yeah, I feel like I just need. Maybe I shouldn't keep up this thing because I'm kind of losing money, but but it's been fun. So I've been in a mood to just do random stuff.
Live life, bro.
Yeah.
Now, real question: what is the name of your lizard?
It's undecided. I've had it for like 2 weeks now, and I keep on changing his name. It's a he.
It's a Brian Boost post.
His name was Ray J, and then I changed it to Chance, and then so I don't know why I'm picking all
Chance
these like
the
artists. And I call him Rocco. So
Rocco.
now I just call him Bro. He's like, hey bro, what's good with you? And then I pick him up and I feed him.
Oh, does he eat crickets?
He's mealworms right now, but he's like this big right now, and he's gonna get pretty large. So
Ew.
yeah, I'm excited.
Good for you, honey.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming, Brandon, today.
Thanks, it was my pleasure.
Tune in next time for another episode of Choreo Culture. Let's see what next choreographer has in store for us.